All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, depending on where you are in the world. This is Zarina Elamine, founder of the Legacy Story Keepers. And this is our free writing legacy class. This is the class where you come when you want to know more about how to write a life story, how to organize decades of memories into one cohesive volume. Okay. So, welcome. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. If you've been here several times before, hey, welcome back. All right. So every week we're going to be deep diving into the art of legacy writing, specifically the art of memoirs, the art of autobiographies, the art of life story anthologies. Those are going to be our key focuses. Now, why are we doing this? We're doing this because we understand that culture is currency. We understand that our stories have power. And we understand also that too often we are letting that cultural inheritance, that cultural value seep through our fingers and end up 6 feet in the ground. Okay. So that is what we're stopping. This entire movement is around us recognizing our stories and recognizing that they have value. Okay. Recognizing our stories and recognizing that they have value. So we're going to be deep diving into this every single week. Now, I just want to make sure that everything is good to go because we're utilizing a new system. I'm excited. We have so many things going on. First of all, we're building out a new podcast recording area. So we're going to have a space where we can record stories in-house. This is going to be beautiful. We're also going to have a space where we can do some interviews and writing of individual stories. This is going to be beautiful. But we also just need a space where we can be inspired. And that's what we're going to create. So I'm excited about that coming down. And another announcement is that this Sunday, I'm going to be hosting our story launch. This Sunday, we're going to be having our story launch. And this is a big deal because we see what's happening in the media. We feel what's happening in the world, and it does not feel good. So this weekend is Black History Month, first of all. It's Love Weekend for those who celebrate Valentine's, second of all. And so we're going to be having this weekend a story love fest, a legacy love fest. Okay. It's going to be on this Sunday. You all are invited. And I want you to actually have a launch party. Don't tell me I don't have anything to do this Sunday because you do. I am personally inviting you all on Sunday to join our legacy love story launch. I should have called it like Legacy Love Fest. That would have been super cool. But we're having that this Sunday, 3 p.m. you all. So you see on the screen, you should see 100,000stories.com. Go there to register for this love story fest that we're having on Sunday. I have, guess what? Not one, not two, not three, not four, baby, not five. Guess what? 6. I have 6 beautiful elders from across the country, you all. 6 ladies. They happen to all be ladies. These 6 ladies are going to be sharing their stories with us. You get to sit at the feet of the elders live, up front, close, personal. Okay, they're going to be diving into things that they have pushed underneath the rug for years. And they're bringing those things forward on Sunday in our story launch. I'm going to start calling it Love Fest, though, because this is like Black History Month. I'm Black, and this is Love Weekend with Valentine's Day as well. So I'm going to call it like the Love Fest. So we're having a story love fest on Sunday, and you all are invited. Now, how do you show up? It's virtual, okay? You say, Z, how do I come? It's virtual on Sunday. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I live in Michigan. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be having this Love Fest virtually. The same way you're tuning in right now, you're going to be able to tune in on Sunday. But if you want to be in the drawing, in the raffle for our gifts, we have free books we're going to be sending out. I have our clients are going to be sending out, giving away some of their free books. We have other items that are going to be coming out from my program, Legacy Story Keepers. You want to register. So how do you register? You go to 100,000stories.com. You'll see it down there on the screen. Go there, register, and you will be entered into the drawing for one of our free prizes. Okay? Exciting? Exciting. Everybody loves free stuff. Good free stuff. We don't want bad free stuff, but we love good free stuff. So we're going to be doing that. Now, the other thing, you all, is that if you're hearing me right now, we have some type of connection. We're friends some way, somehow, right? And I need you. I need you. I need you. How do I need you? I need you to do two things for me. Number one is I need you to register yourself. So click over, go to 100,000stories.com, register, click on, it says like join here or something like that on the page. Click that, register. That's number one. Number two is I need you to invite a friend, especially if you have an elder or someone in your community that you know we should capture their story. I want you to invite them on Sunday. And even better, if you have an elder in your family or in your community and you can go over to their house and pull it up, like watch it with them. We're going to have our own little lunch fest party, right? The Super Bowl was last weekend. We having our own story bowl party on Sunday. So go watch it with an elder. This is a time in our society's history where we must sit at the feet of our elders, where we must record them. We must ask them questions because they have seen some things. You agree with me or not? They have experienced some things. Do you agree with that or not? This is a conversation. If we're here and you can hear, if you're able to type in, do you agree with me or not? The elders have seen some things. They have experienced some things. We are experiencing some things right now. We're in the middle of a time when culturally our society is not in a good place. People don't feel very good right now. A lot of us feel certain anxieties, certain angsts, certain feelings of dis-ease. I'm pretty sure you feel it, right? I'm pretty sure you feel it. I need some tissue, but I don't see any right here. Oh, let me get this towel. So we're in this space right now. And the work that we're doing here at the Legacy Story Keepers is to say, we see what's going on. We see you're trying to ban our books. We see you're trying to pull our history out of the museums. We see you're trying to have big level programs and big level meetings and exclude us. We see everything that you're doing. We're going to work on that, but we're also going to take ownership over what we have control over. And our stories, our individual stories, are something that nobody can take away from us at all. Okay. Our individual stories are something nobody can take away from us at all. So I want you all to register. Join us on Sunday. Register yourself and then go to an elder's house or call them or whatever, get somebody else there too. Now, I want to talk about two different types of projects right now. Okay. So the first one I'm going to talk about is what we would call like a memoir. This is one of our legacy story keepers, Dr. Gwendolyn Brown Thornton. She wrote this book, Follow the Process. Okay. Follow the Process. Beautiful book, right? Look at that. Because we do good work, baby. My publishing company does good work. So shout out to Nanjar, one of our cover designers, because he put this one together. Thank you, my love. But look at the beautiful back. Okay, so now this is an example of a life story that is used to teach and to motivate and to inspire. Okay. Sometimes when people are writing their life stories, they are doing it for that purpose, to teach, to motivate, to inspire. Other times, though, they may be doing it to pass down family history. It could be one and the same, but it can also be two different paths. You understand? You see what I'm saying? Some people don't want their book to be out there for the world. They want their stories to be for their bloodline only. Okay, for their bloodline only. So, um, this is an example, though, where it's going out into the world. Okay, this is an example. So, follow the process. I'm going to read the back of the book here. A journey through fellowship and baptism. In the sacred rhythms of a small village where community bonds run deeper than bloodlines and faith shapes every season, one child's spiritual awakening unfolds against the backdrop of tradition and belonging. This intimate memoir captures rural church life in 1960s America, where the fourth Sunday in August brought families together for the Union Baptist Homecoming Revival. Through vivid storytelling, the author transports readers to a time when fellowship meant tables laden with legendary sweet potato pies, music flowing from piano keys played by ear, and funeral home fans providing blessed relief from summer heat. At the heart of this narrative lies a profound transformation, an 11-year-old's decision to accept Christ during a powerful revival sermon, leading to baptism in the gentle waters of the Chickahominy River. Witnessed by beloved Nana and performed by both pastor and great grandfather, the sacred ritual becomes a cornerstone memory, illuminating the enduring power of faith, family, and community. More than a personal testimony, this book celebrates the village that shaped a soul honoring the cooks, musicians, ushers, and faithful who created a world where children could grow in grace and wisdom. A story that will resonate with anyone who has felt the profound connection between place, between people, and between purpose. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, this is an example of a memoir, right? A life story, because this is focused on her whole journey growing up in this small village, right? All the way through the things that she experienced. And is centered also around one of her pivotal moments, which was her baptism, deciding to get baptized at 11 years old. She decided to dedicate herself to Christ at 11 years old. That pivotal moment that has stuck with her throughout her entire life. How did it shape her? How did it shape becoming a doctor? How did this shape her professional career? All of that. That's what's in here. And when you read some of the reviews on Amazon, some of the people who have read this, they say that it speaks to them and motivates them in so many ways. And that's what our life stories do. When we talk about what we did in our ordinary life, it affects other people. It allows them to come and step into their extraordinary, right? Miss Marva. Okay, Miss Marva, she says, I'm back from my trip and so excited about graduation. I can't wait to spread the word about this wonderful program. So, yes, Miss Marva is one of our graduates. She is going to be featured this Sunday on our story launch, our Love Fest, if you will. I'm going to see if I can actually pull up Miss Marva. We have a beautiful video showcasing her. I'm going to see if I can pull it up. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. It might not play. I don't know if it's going to actually play the video, but I'm going to see if I can pull it up. But Miss Marva has been with us in the Legacy Story Keepers program. Every week, she has been digging deep into her life and pulling her pivotal moments. Because what is life? A collection of moments. That's what it is. And so when we're writing our life story, we're selecting some of those moments and we're sharing those, right? We're selecting some of those moments and then we're sharing those. If this will play. Let's try it out, you all, because I'm gonna see if it'll play. Let's try it out. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. So it's not playing there. Let me see. Let me see. No. You guys gonna have to tell me if you're gonna be able to hear it. So we're testing out something. Let's see. Let's see if you can hear it. Let me see.
And so throughout my life, I've always been a person who wrote. And even in my work, I wrote a lot, but I never had the purpose of writing for just me. You know, I wanted to be able to write something that was meaningful and something that captured my personality and also my life history. So I
Can you
chose
guys hear
to
it? Let me.
join this group because I wanted to get off of the fence. And it was such an experience at the beginning. I was a little bit overwhelmed. I felt like I was probably in over my head because some of the ladies in our group have already written books. Others have done extensive research. And I thought, wait a minute, am I ready for this? The time was right. The excitement was awesome, over the top. I think the introduction was such that I was motivated enough. And also, my daughter had been on me for a very long time about putting pen to paper because she felt like I had a story to tell and she wanted to know. She just wanted to know a lot about me, a lot about the family, and she wanted to be able to own our history. So it was because of that I said, okay, it's time. It's time. And I bit the bullet and here I am. Committing to this group was the thing that made me say, this is important. It's important to me. It's important for me to leave behind. So I'm going to commit to this. It's been an awesome experience. It's what makes you stay true to yourself. You know, I knew that this is what I wanted to do, but that push was what I was looking for. But this was an experience that allowed me to put my thoughts and feelings on paper and then share it with my peers. And I think the sharing with peers in the group made such a difference because you receive validation that you're not nuts. You know, you understand that others probably have experienced what you have too. And so it's a sharing that you get from the experience that you just don't get otherwise. At least most people don't. I wouldn't. So it was because of that that I felt like I had to dig deep. There were sad days. There were days that I stopped writing for a week or so because I just needed to think through it. There were thoughts that troubled me even after I dealt with them. You know, at night, sometimes I didn't sleep all night. I would get up and write. But it was all of that that was part of the healing process. So for me, this has been such a healing process. And I'm so grateful that I signed up to do it. I committed to it. I stuck with it. And I got the support from this group. Don't let someone else write your story. I truly believe that African proverb, until the lion learns to write, the story will always glorify the hunter. Write your own story. It may be painful, it may be happy, you may experience emotions that you didn't know you had. It makes you better, it gives you the healing that you might be seeking. So I'd say, write your story. And I don't get paid to say this either, but I think this is probably the best opportunity that I could have found. And this group, Legacy Storekeepers, was the best for me.
Oh, congratulations. So I hope you guys could hear that. I don't know if it actually was playing or not. Could you all hear it? I don't know if you could hear it. I'll have to test that when I come back later. But I hope that you're able to see what our story keepers are doing and have done. So Miss Marva is one of the featured story keepers that's going to be shown and highlighted on this Sunday. 3 p.m. I want you all to show up, support her, but also hear more about her story because each of them have pulled parts of their life that if we were to actually listen and learn, we would be better for it ourselves. Okay, so congratulations to Miss Marva. I can't wait to highlight you even more. I can't wait to meet more of your family on this Sunday as well in our story launch. All right, so how did Miss Marva even get there though, right? Because when we have years and years of experience, we have years of things that we have gone through in our life, when it's time for us to decide what we're going to put into a book that has a limited number of pages. Well, how many pages is this one? This one is 100 and 97, 197 pages, right? That's what this one is. So this 197 pages, is this her entire life? Absolutely not. It's impossible for it to be her entire life, right? So how do you choose though? What you're going to choose, what you're going to focus on are those pivotal moments, those transition periods in life where when you got to a fork in the road, you had to make a decision sometimes. Were you going to go this way? Were you going to go this way? How did that decision affect your life? How did that decision affect your personality? How did that decision affect your financial situation, your family situation? All of those things that you have gone through in life, have some of them have been bigger transition periods than others. So what we do when we're deciding what we're going to focus on is that, one, we look at our overall life and we say, what is the biggest lesson that I've learned? If I had to distill everything down, what is one of the biggest things that I have learned, and how did I learn that? I'm going to focus in on that. So for some of our graduates from the Legacy Story Keepers who are graduating this Sunday, some of them, it was divorce. So Ms. Willistine is going to be talking about her divorce during the church period where she was a prominent member of the church. I think her husband was the pastor or either like some prominent elder, not elder, but member of the church family. And the breakup, right? The gossip that happens in the church when the it couple break up. You know what I mean? Like, imagine all eyes on you. What does that feel like? And some people have had kind of public breakups. What does that feel like? We're not Cardi B, you know what I mean? We're not any of those type of people, but what does it look like on our level when you're in a church, you're in a spiritual family, people that are kind of like your second bloodline? They're not related to you by blood, but they're related to you by faith, and you've been connected to them for a long time. Like, what does it look like when your marriage dissolves in front of everybody? So Ms. Willistine is actually going to be talking about that on our story launch. Okay. Now, so when you identify like those big moments, and then we just decide how many of these big moments we're going to talk about, and we write each of those up. We describe the moment. We describe how we felt. We describe what happened. We describe the people that were there. We describe that moment. And once we describe that moment, we talk about how it affected us. And then guess what? We move to the next moment. So the book becomes a collection of moments. All right. The book becomes a collection of moments. That's what it is. So this particular book has 17 chapters. And each of these chapters is a moment. So the early years of Gwendolyn Brown, she's talking about her early life, the roots of my ancestral village. Okay. Then she's going there. Her church, the Union Baptist Church, right? She's talking about that. So each of these individual chapters focuses on a specific moments, and then you break down that moment, you talk about that moment, you describe that moment, make us, the reader, feel like we're in your shoes, experiencing that moment with you, and then you go to the next one. So at the end of it, you have a collection of these stories, these moments, and then we write a conclusion, right? Something that brings it all together. And that is essentially how you build a book, a life story, and decide what's going to go into it and what's not. Okay. So that is the memoir / life story. I was also going to talk about this today, but I think I'm not going to go into anthologies. We're going to come back to anthologies maybe in another time. If this is one of your first time capturing one of these classes, I'm going to encourage you all to come to our formal class. And you can do that at legacystorykeepers.com/masterclass. We have a free class that we do because we want you to learn what we're bringing forward. And implement it into your own life, your family life as well. Okay. All right. So that's an overview, a little bit of a life story process, how we take decades of memories and actually pull them together and bring them into one cohesive volume. Okay. Now we're going to be talking about some of the other folks, graduates of our Legacy Story Keepers program. We're going to be talking about them on Sunday. So you all are invited. Go to 100,000stories.com, register, and we'll see you in our upcoming graduation, Love Fest, Story Launch Fest, right? The elders are speaking, and it's up to us to listen. All right. Love you all. See you all soon.